Strategy back again. What's going on, guys? I got a sad show for you guys. I got to update you guys on something with this Naziah Harris case. It came across my desk that Roxy's mother, you guys know who Roxy is. Roxy is the young woman, the cousin of Naziah, who's been out there pounding pavement, boots on the ground, fighting for justice for Naziah. We all seen Roxy. If you're covering the story, she's done interviews in multiple places. Roxy's mother was caught on audio doing an amateur interview. And I say amateur because, a lot of times these folks are well-meaning, but they don't always ask the right questions. They aren't direct in their questions. They don't challenge their guests. They're just happy to have their guests on. That's why a lot of these guests won't come on a show like mine's where they'd be questioned by a bona fide sex crimes detective. I'm not going to let them get away with the nonsense that some of these other hosts are going to allow these folks to get away with. But that's beside the point. Roxy's mother goes on a platform, is interviewed, and then she defends. Yes, she defends Eric Gamble. Now, who is Eric Gamble? Well, Eric Gamble is this young man, not young, he's an old guy. He is actually the great uncle of Naziah Harris. There's some interesting things about this. There are rumors and allegations going on. We saw one of the twins' boyfriend say it on Facebook Live, on Mark D's channel, 7 Mile Radio. We heard that boyfriend say that the family and people are saying that he is actually the baby father of his sister, Annette Harris, when she was pregnant at 11 years old. This man right here, her older brother, is the one who took advantage of her and impregnated her. She was 11. But that's beside the point because he was never convicted of that. And remember, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law in the United States of America. It's your constitutional right. So those are rumors that have not been substantiated. But you know what was substantiated? What was substantiated is that this guy was convicted and is a level 3 ex-offender. Level 3. The most dangerous level of reoffending. He was assessed and he was determined that he has a higher likelihood of reoffending than any other person who's on the registry who's not on his level. But yet, Roxy's mother is defending him. That's Roxy's mother. She's defending him. And if you guys don't know yet who and why this guy is important, because this is the guy who was standing and dancing and hugging and kissing Naziah while holding a beer in his hand. This is the man that people are saying, why does she look so uncomfortable in this man's arms? Why is this guy hugging and kissing on her the way he's hugging and kissing on her? It looks inappropriate. We don't feel right about it. Well, that's Eric Gamble. That is this guy. That's Eric Gamble. So now let's listen to Roxy's mother. Big shout out to Roxy, man. She's doing good work, but this shows you how this stuff is a generational curse because Roxy's mother believes that he's innocent. Why does she believe he's innocent of the crime he was convicted for and he had to register as a level 3 ex-offender? Why does she think he's innocent? Well, because he said so. Let's listen to this.
Reports called on the grandmother before the situation. Do you guys know why haven't any of the family members tried to remove the kids or press the issue with the state with the situation in the household?
Well, they did, and you can't just go take kids out of someone else's household. That's called kidnapping. So they did what they could do, which was to keep calling CPS and making reports. I mean, at the end of the day, if you can just go in somebody's house and just take somebody's kid away because something was happened, then that could be done. But by law, you cannot do that. And I'm going to call Eric when I get off of here, and I'm going to see if I can get Eric to come on live and explain to everybody, the situation that happened and how he got charged.
Yeah, I think it's just like, well, I believe it's just different rules for different states because I know allegations like those that was made, the kids would have been out of the household. So
Right. So
again,
now this host is kind of like sympathizing with her, like, well, if these allegations are made, then he should be removed from the house. The host is forgetting, maybe because they're not law enforcement, no disrespect to them. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We appreciate you. But the host is forgetting that this guy was adjudicated. But not only was he adjudicated, but your assessment is not necessarily solely based on the fact that you were found guilty. Your assessment on what level of an ex-offender you are is based off of a psychological profile, a battery of tests that you go through. Not only that, but also your crime. There's a lot of things that go into determining how likely you are to reoffend. So not only was he convicted, right? So if you don't believe that conviction, you also have to take into fact, and you have to somehow make sense with the fact that he was evaluated by probation and by psychologists, and they said, this guy is an imminent danger to the community. So for the host to say, well, you know what, if I think you're kind of right, because if he was guilty of what he did, then, why would the kid still be in the house and all this stuff? It's like, no, you doing too much. You're doing too much because you don't just get convicted of a sex crimes with nothing. Take that from somebody who actually does those investigations. It's very difficult to put a case together. It's very difficult to put cases together with children. And lastly, after he was convicted and he now had to get his assessment, a psychologist looked at this man and said, yeah, this guy is dangerous. This guy's going to offend again. So there's a lot of barriers that this guy had to go through to end up on this registry with a level 3 registry rating. Let's keep going.
and I'm not really understanding.
Yeah, it's so many people that's consumed in their own lives and just have jobs to have them that things like this get overlooked.
You're right. Okay. That's pretty much it.
So if you guys are on here tomorrow, I'm going to see if I can talk with my cousin and perhaps bring them in.
Oh, we definitely gonna be here.
Oh, yeah, I usually be here. I usually start my lives at 12, like lunchtime, 12 p.m.
Okay, so I know I'll be working tomorrow.
We'll still be here when you get off.
Yeah, I usually still be on here.
We'll be here when you wake up.
Look, because these folks got to be cordial so they can get those interviews. That's why you don't see a lot of interviews on my show, because I'm not going to be cordial with people who tell me nonsense. I'm not going to pretend to be a friend. I'm not going to be friendly place if I believe that you're being deceptive, if I think that you're lying, that you're trying to deceive me. I'm sorry. So I guess I won't get these kind of interviews, because listen to what she's going to say next, right? Because I think it's coming up where she's going to explain why she thinks her brother is innocent. If I slip with my words, because I have my Invisalign in, so I apologize for that. It's not my fault. I got some foreign stuff in my mouth to make these teeth straight. So listen to why she believes her brother is innocent, or her cousin rather, not her brother. Her cousin is innocent. And this guy is Naziah's great uncle and possibly the dad of one of his sister's children, Annette Harris. Let's keep going.
Look, we'll be here, okay? We'll be here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get in contact with him, and I'm gonna see if I can get him to come on and explain, because he shouldn't be drowned by something that's innocent.
Okay, I do want to touch bases on that. I didn't know.
He think he's innocent. This guy was adjudicated in a criminal court, adjudicated and determined to be a level 3 offender, and she thinks he's innocent. But let's keep going.
I do want to say this. I don't know if you've seen what I put in the comments. I did make a video when it first came out, and I did post it, but I definitely took it down after you said what you said, and you cleared the situation up. I took that down. It's completely taken out. I do want to apologize for that.
So I want to see this video, because it seems like, and I could be mistaken, but from what I'm deducing, jumping into this, that she did a video on the brother, on Eric Gamble, and she took it down because Roxy's mom set it straight, put the evidence out that Eric is really innocent and he has been railroaded by the system. The system has betrayed him and turned him into an ex-offender, and he didn't touch nobody. He didn't do nothing. It's all a setup. The whole system's against him. So she took it down, and she's apologizing now for making a video about Eric Gamble. I could be mistaken, but that's what it sounds like to me. If I'm mistaken, and I sincerely do apologize for misquoting and understanding what you're saying. But let's keep going.
I didn't know, though. I really didn't know. So I did took it down.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get everybody's thought. I get what everybody see. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, considering what's happened, I get it. I see everybody's visualization of what they see. I get that. And that's why I said I'm telling his story. But when I get in contact with him, I'm gonna let him come on, try to get him to come on and explain himself. So then everybody will know it's not what y'all seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my cousin. But again, I'm only going by what I understand of what he told me actually happened.
I only know what I understand of what he told me happened. Not he let me read the court papers and I saw glaring holes in the evidence that shows that he's innocent. Not the Innocent Project is working on getting him cleared and exonerated, and this is what we believe. Not I spoke to the victim, and the victim recanted, and the victim told me that whatever was alleged against him was not true, and they made it up. No, ladies and gentlemen. I only know what he told me, and I know my cousin. No, he's not that kind of person, but my evidence is what Eric Bethel Gamble told me, this registered pedo that's on my screen right now. I only know what he told me. And I don't know if he's a pedo. I might take that back because it just says attempted grape. But I don't know if it was against the child or not. The internet sleuths will figure that out and let me know. But we know that he is an offender. Tier 3. So let's say that he did something, right? Well, he didn't do something. Let's go down this rabbit hole of where Roxy's mother wants us to go, right? And he's actually innocent of these charges. Why didn't they make him a level 1? When they assessed him for his sex offender status, why wasn't he made a level 1? Not likely to reoffend. Why didn't they make him a level 2? You know what? He needs some work, but he might be a little bit dangerous, but you know, he gets his therapy and he follows the rules of his probation or his parole and he'll be fine. No, they made him a level 3. Danger to the community, likely to reoffend. Why did they determine that about him if he's so innocent? And why is this woman believing him simply because he said what he said? This is why these children are being abused. I'm not saying that Roxy's mother had anything to do with these children being abused, but I'm telling you guys the culture and the mentality that exists in this community, that exists in this family, where this guy could be adjudicated and convicted. And guess what? I believe what he says. What he says is the gospel.
So if I can get him to come on and then, you know, he can tell his story and then y'all gonna understand what really happened.
Okay, but I did follow you, though. I don't know if you following me back. That way you'll be notified.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, man, all I'm doing is reporting you guys what I get on this case, man. But the deeper we dive into this, the more horrible and the more it becomes evident and a fact. As the sky is blue, the sun is yellow, and leaves are green. Not all leaves. It becomes more evident each time we cover this case that Naziah Harris never had a chance. How could she have a chance surrounded by this culture of chaos? Culture of chaos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. Peace.